Hello, unicorns. Look, I'm generally a pro-holiday kind of girl. I love the festivities and the trappings and traditions. I love the camaraderie. I love the twinkles and the sparkles. I love it all. And while I do believe October through December truly is the most magical time of the year, even I have my limits. But to be sure I didn't sugarcoat the cold, hard holiday realities, I've consulted the biggest Scrooge on the planet, my husband Ryan. And if you want to know what he has to say about the holidays, and my thoughts on it too, keep watching.
The first thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me is finding a Christmas tree.
So tell me, Ryan, what is it you hate most about the holidays?
Everything.
Okay, so I am doing a look for a friend's color challenge in one of her Facebook groups. It's called Lavish Glam Beauties, and it's inspired by this image right here. So I'm going to be using my P. Louise Give Me a Taste palette that was from last year's Advent calendar. And please join me tomorrow. It will be, by the time this airs, on Facebook, in the Facebook group Have Faith in Your Face, if you're a member. If not, please come on over. But join me while I do day one unboxing, and I'm going to do a different unboxing every day for 25 days, beginning on Sunday. Would be tomorrow, the 1st of December. You have to understand, I'm actually filming this on the 27th, but it's not going to air until the 30th. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm going to be using my Flame Rose palette from Delancey, just one color, and then my Give Me a Taste from P. Louise palette for this fall-inspired eye look. And without further ado, let me pick up a brush and we'll get started. Now, while my look isn't quite as pragmatic as Ebenezer over here, I can't disagree that even the most ardent holiday lover has certain things that make them insane. Yeah. So let me jump right in and talk about mine. If you agree with any of them or you have others that make you crazy, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And while we're talking about that, go ahead and give this video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. When I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to be holding another great giveaway. So again, please subscribe and give us a like. Drop me a comment below. What are the things that make you crazy at the holidays? Now, the first thing that I hate about the holidays is relatives. Now, this sounds horrible, but before you label me a terrible person, I love my friends, I love my family, dearly and thoroughly enjoy spending time with all of them. It's just the convergence of each of them at the same time, all in my home at once. I have picky eaters in my family, so meal planning is a nightmare. I have very opinionated members of my family who will spout their personal views to anyone in the room with them, regardless of whether they're interested in their thoughts or not. So this brings me to the next thing. This is something else I can't stand about the holidays. Controversial conversations and discussion topics that make guests uncomfortable. Specifically, political conversations. Now, this will never be truer than this year, coming off the heels of one of the most divisive elections in U.S. history. Now that the blasted thing is over, I want a much-deserved break from hearing about it. But no, that isn't meant to be. The people coming to my holiday celebrations will not be able to contain themselves. For me, there will be no relief from toxic political speak until after the new year. Probably well after the new year. Since I mentioned picky eaters in my family, let's jump into the topic of food during the holidays. Food is a very polarizing subject for me. First is the fact that I usually do all the holiday cooking. Now, maybe I bring this suffering on myself, but I'm very particular about my holiday meals. I create printed menus and always try to come up with a special meal. I'm a pretty adventurous cook and love to come up with meal themes. This, of course, is virtually impossible when you have the picky eaters I have in my circle. This one doesn't like garlic in their mashed potatoes. This one eats all meat well done. That one doesn't eat mushrooms. And this one over here can't tolerate onions. It's a nightmare trying to plan and execute a meal with these many restrictions without any help. But God forbid anyone step foot into my kitchen, I will go ballistic. I'm creating. The other problem that I have with food during the holidays is weight gain. Don't deny it. Unless you have the metabolism of a 4-year-old or you intend to fast for 3 months throughout the holidays, you will pack on some extra lbs. It's this time of year that all the sweet and sugary foods come out to play in our mouths and on our hips. All the rich food and heavy meals will expand our waistlines and add to our muffin tops, forcing us to hit the gym even harder or just sit and cry into your celery water come January. So I have a question about the nightmare that is holiday traffic. Where are you all coming from? Where are you even going? Who still shops in stores anymore? Doesn't everyone shop online from the convenience of their home these days? Why is holiday traffic still a thing? I don't understand, but I hate it. And I wish you would all just go back home and shop online like a normal person. Are you too good for your home? And since we're on the subject of shopping, there's a reason I don't like leaving the house during the holidays. People lose their freaking minds when holiday shopping. And I don't just mean for gifts. It holds true for groceries too. Peace on earth, goodwill towards men is a myth. It's a bloodbath out there. I'm telling you, it's dog eat dog world out there. People will kill each other over the last carton of eggnog. People will bowl over Granny with their frozen turkey to nab the last pumpkin pie. It's wild. Now, my next lament is going to be very controversial. Please don't hate me, but I can't stand football. I know, don't come for me. I can't help it. It's just not my game. From September through October, like I've said before, I become a football widow. My husband ignores me for his friends in fantasy league, and I spend most of my time buried in my phone. Except when he has the football buddies over. Then the noise levels get up so high, there is no option but to escape to the patio or wear earplugs. The yelling becomes literally deafening, as none of his pals have an indoor voice. And don't these players have families of their own to spend the holidays with? Why are we even watching football on Thanksgiving anyway? Seriously, this is not something I am thankful for. I'm doing all the cooking and the cleaning, all the hard work to make it a nice dinner, and on top of that, I am forced to be subjected to football. I can't even watch one of my cute little holiday programs while I'm cooking. No, it's a trap. One thing I'm truly thankful for is that I don't have any children to shop for on Black Friday. You moms out there, you are either the looniest women I've ever heard of or the most dedicated women I have ever heard of. But either way, you got my admiration. Because having to get up and do shopping, even cyber shopping, just having to get up early enough to catch the deals before it's sold out. You guys are crazy, man. It's like war out there. I went shopping once on Black Friday. I got up at 2 a.m. to get my butt in line, freezing my tuchus off to get a Furby for my boyfriend for Christmas. I did manage to score a couple of them, but let me tell you, it was at risk of life and limb. Some of these shoppers were violent. Again, shop online. But my husband, he is also one of these nut jobs that he gets up before dawn every Black Friday to go down to his favorite local liquor store to score some Bourbon County beer. Now, I've tried this beer. It's okay, but not worth getting up at 2 a.m. for. No, no, it's not worth it. But you are all spending time and precious energy to buy a bunch of crappy gifts that no one wants anyway. Make sure you get those gift receipts because most of us will be returning them, those bad presents, the day after Christmas. I don't need a matching pen and pencil set. And a dustbuster is not a gift, it's an insult. Now, I may sound ungrateful, and my husband buys me presents. He's really good at gift giving. But even though I love getting presents, I'd much rather have your time. Presents are nice, but your time is the invaluable thing. It's the one thing that I can't replace. Breaking into the Christmas holiday, my first complaint actually usually begins around the 1st of November. It's Christmas music. Okay, now admittedly, I am guilty of loving the holiday tunes, all 17 of them. But November 1st is way too early to start playing the holiday tune rotation. You hear them in every elevator, convenience store, department store, post office, doctor's office, everywhere. Even certain radio stations play all Christmas music all the time. By the time Christmas actually rolls around, you're so sick to death of them that you want to jam knitting needles into your eardrums. As soon as you hear Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas, go into your little hibernacle and don't emerge until December 24th. Then there's the joy of decorating. First of all, I have a fur-eating kitty, so my collection of nutcrackers never sees the light of day. Next, there is the joy or lack thereof when hanging outside lights. I love trimming the house and all the lights, but I unfortunately cannot do it alone. This is where Scrooge McDuck, aka my husband, comes in. Now, credit where credit is due. He is semi-willing to help me hang the lights each year because I have a severe fear of heights, and ladders are a no-go for me. But what I want is a joyous, chipper fellow whistling Christmas tunes while hanging little lights by careful little light. What I get is obvious frustration and a little resentment while haphazardly sticking up lights or audibly grunting and groaning if I give instructions as to how I want them hung.
One light goes out, they all go out!
Now you might think that I am complaining. I am not. I am not going to begrudgingly look a gift horse in the mouth. He hates doing it, but he loves me. And so he does it anyway. I'm okay with that. There's a special place in paradise for husbands like him. Then there's the ample joy of taking it all down, dissembling everything and putting it all away, especially the tree, with every bow and poinsettia and painful, delicate, and precious ornament after delicate and precious ornament. Each has its own memory and or its own meaning, and don't judge me. The only upside is that you have to put away 700 of the 1,000 lights because 300 of them blew out throughout the season. Lather, rinse, repeat next year. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do my liner and lashes off camera, then we'll come back and kind of wrap it up while I do my lips. Be right back.
Now why the hell are they blinking?
So as I was saying, you end up losing about 300 of your 1,000 lights every year that you need to replace. Now, that's if you're lucky enough not to have pets. If you have pets, you're losing a whole lot more. If you have dogs, or especially cats, you know it's nigh on impossible keeping them out of the tree. And they usually go for, where's my pencil sharpener? They usually go for the ornaments that are either the most expensive or have the greatest sentimental value. Every morning you wake up to a game of which ornament am I sweeping up today? Now, I have been pretty fortunate. A couple years ago, I found this great item called the Christmas Tree Defender on Amazon. There's a science behind how it works. I'm not going to bother explaining that, but it actually works. I got it 2 years ago, and ever since I got it, I've had no issues with my cats in my tree. This is not sponsored. I will put a link in the description box below. Alright. Trying to talk and do my lips at the same time, nigh on impossible for me, so let me just get this done real quick. And then I'm going in with my Girls Chocolate Shop in a color I can't read because I'm blind, but it's Flower Nose Chocolate Shop Series Pink Cashmere. That's what it's called. It's really pretty pink nude. I love it very much. Alright. So that's all I've got. Those are my joys that I look forward to during the holiday season every year. What are your plans for the holidays? What do you loathe the most? What do you hate the most? Drop it in the comments. Tell me I'm not alone. Please like and comment on this video. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to know when I drop new content, hit the notification bell. But help a girl out. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers for our next big giveaway. We just made 300. Come on, we're only 187 subscribers away. We can get there. We can do it together, and I'll be giving away this fantastic giveaway. I will list what's in the giveaway in the box below, in the description box below. But in the meantime, 500 subscribers, that's our next goal. Thank you so much for joining me. Have the happiest of holidays and stay magical. Alright, so you hate everything about the holidays. Can you be a little more specific?
Oh my god, let's start with Christmas music. Same songs every year. Like, how many times are you going to listen to Jingle Bells? How many times are you going to listen to Frosty the Snowman? It's awful. And let's not even get started with Mariah Carey. I mean, it's like she's following you like Michael Myers in Halloween. You know, you're walking by the bushes, there's Mariah Carey. Driving by, there's Mariah Carey. In the toilet, when you're trying to take a dump, it's Mariah Carey. It's abusive. So why, when I hate Christmas, do I always wind up decorating? Every year, lights, chaos. It's like Santa threw up on my front lawn. There's so many decorations. Electric bill is more than it is in the summer. There's so many inflatables, I think the house is going to pick up and lift off like a goddamn Disney film. It's ridiculous. Don't even get me started about the expense.
Fine, you're so smart, you ring up the lights.